Hello, everyone, and good evening. Well, technically afternoon. Um, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So, today is going to be a little different than normal. Um, Sen, unfortunately, has some previous IRL engagements, so he will not be able to join us tonight for the Floof Crew Baldur's Gate stream. So, instead, we're going to continue our solo stream with Arella. And last time we finished um, clearing out the Githyanki crash, and we're almost ready to head into Act 2. There's one thing left for us to do, and it involves Gale. Let's go ahead and pick him up.
What's on your mind?
Join me, there's plenty of adventure to be had.
Would that I could, but your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Styrian.
Wonderful.
We
Lead
don't
on,
technically need a Styrian quite yet. Alright. I finally got a new mod to work. It's called Barrelmancy. It gives me a grimoire of Barrelmancy spells. And it costs an action. What I do is I click it, and I can spawn any barrel I want. Say, a water barrel, an acid barrel, fire wine barrel, smoke powder, or rune powder. For demonstration, we're just going to go water barrel since we're in camp, but just... There it goes. I think I can stack. Yep. And then I can... and take him out. So I totally won't be abusing this at all. Ever. Anyway. Let's go ahead and continue the story. Alright, let's check in with merch.
Thank you so much. I should hope so. When adventure calls, I am always thoroughly prepared. Take a look.
It's a cookie, not a biscuit. Lacking jade. That's Carolina's one. Skip the booze. Undead slaying arrow transposition. Alright.
Now, I believe you have places to be.
Oh yeah, just in case. Can I have Gale cast Mage Armor on himself, and then
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
okay, so looks like we did take care of the undead trap here. Yep. So I wasted those spells, but oh well.
What's that?
Come on. Gold, malachite, dark vision. Speaking of dark vision, do I have devil's sight? I do have devil's sight. Okay.
Tell me, Lae'zel, what is it like on the astral plane? Your home realm intrigues me.
Githyanki lay their eggs on other planes. They cannot mature in the astral. I will only be welcomed once I obtain a Mind Flayer's head.
Okay.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Well, many miles, you say. Where do you hail from?
Originally, Shadowdale. Lately, the fanciest inns of Waterdeep. Meet Elminster Ormar. A good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale.
Oh.
You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Yes, Gale. Where is your decorum?
Oh, for the love of...
This way, then? To your camp. Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
How can he be that old? Is he an elf or a human? Well, very well. I suppose I'm as curious as you are to hear what he has to say.
Wise choice. Better to indulge
look
your
it up.
curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Elfturian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, well, that is to say...
Quit stalling.
My boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
So wait, you were sent here as an actual divine messenger.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
If even the gods know, why are we facing these threats alone?
They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Gale alone? How so?
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting.
But
This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
so in other words, you want Gale to become a time bomb. A nuclear device to detonate the Absolute, wiping himself out at the same process. That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself.
He is not. But it seems that Mistra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistrariel Idalion Thras Annas Dithra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Still a long journey ahead. We'll find another way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, An ocean born in lonely hours. Come, ebb, come, flow. Come, all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Well, that was heavy.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad?
I mean, that was Elminster Almar, the most famous wizard in the realms.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope.
I don't think it was. It turns out Gale has an explosive bomb in his chest. A mister has asked him to use it to blow up the Harp of the Absolute.
Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mistra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do?
Not sure. I think he's of several minds.
Well, tell him to pick the right one. Or better yet, I'll do it. Fucking wizards, man. They always need help picking the simple, obvious option. If Mistra can't think of another way to stop the Absolute than sacrificing Gale, she's no god worth worshipping. I'll say that to Gale in, you know, gentle terms.
Gentle terms. Because Karlak is famous for her gentle terms.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
He didn't seem much of a friend, showing up and demanding you kill yourself.
It's not a demand he wanted to make of me. As Mistress chosen, he had no choice but to deliver her message, however much it pained him to do so. For Mistra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
You're seriously considering doing what Elminster said?
Of course. He offered the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
I don't understand. Can't Mistra just destroy the Absolute? Or Elminster himself?
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he saved the realms more times than legend can recount. To take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it.
So that's it. You're on a suicide mission now.
Possibly the most spectacular one ever conceived. But essentially, yes. I'm living on borrowed time, in more ways than one. Perhaps this is how it must be. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
You're not blowing yourself up, Gale. I won't let you.
Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. You may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
Alright. Let's see what others have to say.
A shame my first brush with the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen, I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me, it all sounds like nonsense. The faith that matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned. Gale's got everything he needs to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
Yeah, me too. Alright, let's bring Asterion into the party.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
I'm glad you have your priorities straight, Asterion.
I would, but you have so many friends already.
Gale Key's rest.
Well, in that case,
He's got a lot to think about.
I'm all yours.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mystra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him.
That's a good
Why
point.
else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mystra is concerned only for herself. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
Alright.
I can't believe Mystra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Yeah. Let's do this one.
Very
See if it-
serious of you. But go ahead.
How you faring?
It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justicia. But perhaps I should be content with my lot. I'm already blessed to have you at my side, after all.
Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and leave camp. Now we could go down this way, but it's better for the story on a good playthrough if we actually go back to Grimforge and do it. Alright. Here's our free long rest. Hi.
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Alright, Lae'zel, you take the lead.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
What are you asking of us, Voss?
I'm asking for your help and your trust. I've heard word from Kresh Yulik. You are infected, yet the one in the prism has chosen you, protects you with their power. The prism's tenant alone has the power to end Vlaakith's tyranny. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Sorceress's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
So she does draw an arrow if the bow's equipped. Okay. What do you want to do, Lae'zel? I've got your back.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together, we will be our people's light.
Okay.
Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away.
Okie dokie.
I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Okay. Well, got a Quanith psionic detector.
So, Lae'zel's going to war with Vlaakith? Going to break her chains in Baldur's Gate? Good for her.
Alright.
I didn't expect Lae'zel to turn on the Lich Queen so readily. Wonders never cease.
Boom, boom, boom. Here we go.
Vlakith Karsivim Hrath Crashhead. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
That's the spirit, Lae'zel. What does Ascension entail exactly?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Voss called Vlakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlakith to true godhood.
Who's the one in the prison, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
And if Voss is wrong? If his claims are wrong and Vlakith's are real?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Alright, well, let's move on.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Sorceress' Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlakith's eyes are upon us.
Alright, let's leave. Because there's no way Lae'zel's gonna want to eat the popcorn. Speaking of popcorn, is... Okay. So next, I'm either gonna go Stage Fright or Transfuse Health. Or I could do Repulsor.
No time to dally.
Shadowheart's willing. Maybe favorable getting... No, I want to go to get Psionic Backlash for her. And Starian, I'm going to want to get Luck of the Far Realms. So, anyway. But that's
whatever it
later.
takes.
Oh, shit.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
into morning ritual.
What will Voss have to show for himself when we catch up with him, I wonder? His intelligence may yet prove the key to unlocking the artifact's secrets. We should ensure we follow up when we reach Baldur's Gate.
Is Mistress such a always such a demanding goddess?
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
How are you feeling? Can't be easy facing the possibility of death.
Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Right.
Would that I could. Back in the...
I'm gonna have you cast Mage Armor on me.
I suppose you want to hear about Khazad-dûr.
I mean, you don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to.
I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good. Khazad-dûr Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
Tormentor, what did he do?
He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse.
Lovely. Well, you're free now. Enjoy the freedom.
I will. But I won't take it for granted. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
Well, you keep me safe and I'll do the same.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
Nope. Join the party.
I would, but you have, in that case...
Okay. Let's see if I can get both here. Yep. All right. Excuse me. Sorry for all the yawning. I just been tired of all day today. love it when the map hasn't loaded in yet. It's so great. You're about to progress your adventure. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. Let's go. We are now crossing into Act 2. Alright. Sarian.
Don't touch me.
Fine, I won't, but just unlock the damn chest.
Should be easy.
Torch, that. Okay.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
That's progress.
Alright, so Arella's got a light source.
Blackets will be done.
Excuse me.
What to do?
I do have light. Okay.
The Adlux!
All right. What now? Can't give up now.
And out. Absolute expedition. Oh, that goes to that chest down there. Okay. This yellow book contains a series of architectural plans. One shows an elevator leading from the wilds outside a town called Wraithwin to the Underdark.
Object catches your eye. A lantern, it seems. Though no light flickers within.
Broken trash. It's just full of dust.
Inspect more detail.
You see no burner or wick. It was not fuel that lit this lamp, but magic.
Arcana.
This is pixie dust, used to illuminate a lamp, or left behind after a pixie's death.
Well, we'll leave it. I have been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to Grimforge for future expeditions. Drusil Nair will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What we might find here that Ketheric created so long ago, now sealed by the curse. Grimforge could hold untold treasures for the Absolute's uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble, quite cursed. Explosive ought to do the job, though I'm not as experienced in such matters as I wish I'd be. I set up the explosives with care, though I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines hold, what might lie beyond, or whether I've even set the things up correctly. Absolute, protect me. To the Shadow Curse lands.
Do you feel it? The chill on your skin, in your lungs? This darkness is diseased.
There's a power to these shadows. A familiar one. I swear I can feel it.
It's the only way to Moonrise Towers. We have to push through.
Oh, action, not reaction. Indolence breeds madness.
Let's get going.
See if Shadowheart has anything to say.
This place. There's a power in these shadows. I can sense it. It's ancient. Familiar.
Alright.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
What about me?
You're resourceful. You'll find a way. Don't give me that look. It's a good thing that I'm resistant to the shadows. This way I can help you. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Alright, well. Let's see here. Grab that. Taters! Garlic, carrot. Some camp.
What's that?
Yay, gold and other stuff. Black oleander. Dead Druid's Journal. A handwritten journal, abandoned for some 50 years. It details the Druid's attempt to learn more about the Shadow Curse. The entries grow shorter and more sporadic as time passes. Made good progress through the mountains. Seeing the curse for the first time filled me with an awe and fear that was difficult to describe. No writing could have prepared me, nor any artist's rendition. As grave as the Archdruid's halcyon warnings were, they were still lacking compared to the reality. I shall make camp soon, and press on in the morning. Though in truth, Such terms have little meaning in this place. A dreadful night. The campfire needed thrice the wood that would normally be needed in order to keep it burning. Terrible sounds came to my ears from beyond the firelight. Rest has not restored me. If anything, I feel weaker. But I must persevere. I must trust in Sylvanas. I must venture deeper. Creatures from the darkness. Foul things. One grazed me. Only my torch saved me. Deep darkness. Flames are instantly doused. The wound stings. Flesh is turning black with corruption. The shadows are growing stronger. They are spreading. I need to return to the light. The wood will not burn. I can barely see the page. I am surrounded.
Something to do with the shadow curse. I truly hope this blight isn't spreading.
Oh, there's Harper's down there.
Eyes open. Watch the shadows.
Hi.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there?
Name is Arella. Who are you?
First, come closer. Hands up.
Hello. How's everyone
Eunice,
doing?
move in.
Uh-oh.
Jonas! Jonas!
I'm here! Where are you?
Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
I think he's dead.
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
His soul consumed by the darkness. Not a good sign.
Don't let it get hold of you. Harpers, now!
Alright. Let's see here. Jonas is there. Choose the shadow that acts first. That one. Okay. I'm pretty sure Arella can take care of that shadow. Move here by the light. God damn it. Alright.
Focus.
There. Now that I got a light. Let's see, these things are weak to radiant, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so let's bonk.
Moving.
Blind him. Okay, yeah, let's kill that one. Arella goes after me. I forgot. Action surge.
The shadows still here.
Make every strike count!
Alright. Yeah, I know about that. Okay, okay, so they're neutral to force. So let's just Eldritch Blast.
Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map.
And no one important died.
Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat.
Safe place. You mean somewhere the shadows can't penetrate?
That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this damn curse. Light will save you here on the outskirts, but a few paces deeper you're screwed. If you want to catch your breath, the inn's the only place to do it. Hope to see you there. Harpers, move out!
Alright. Well.
Maggots will be done.
I'm ready.
I've got a long road ahead.
Alright. Oh. Night Orchid. Shadowheart said something about liking those. There's last light right there. I wish bots would stop spamming stuff in my chat. Oh well. Just bye-bye. Anywho. Let's talk with Shadowheart.
Huh. So, that's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach. Did you want something?
Remember when you told me about night orchids? They were your favorite flowers?
Rings a bell? Why?
Well, it just so happens I have one right here.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm sure you'll come up with something in time.
We'll see. Give me a while to put my imagination to work.
All right.
Shadows claimed that bird. Not for me to interfere.
For no reason, we're gonna disturb the bird.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Alright, dread ambusher, so let's go here. Dread ambusher. Shoot that one. Give arrow mini targets, so BAM! Alright.
Can't give up. Not now.
We'll leave there. Okay.
Need to act fast.
Which one's left? Oh, there. Okay. Alright, let's loot the raven. This letter is written on a scrap of paper. Blood and age have made it near illegible at parts. Help! A darkness has rolled into Wraithwind, cutting us off from all sides. We've sent people through, but no one can make it more than a few steps before the words are obscured by drops of blood. This letter is our lost hope. Send anyone, from anywhere, I beg of you. I will renounce Our Lady of Loss and kiss the Moon Maiden's feet if that's what it takes. Just don't let the darkness take us. Charming little eggs.
Can't keep me
Do
out.
I have lockpicks? I do, okay. Well, let's try it. I'm my own offhand trapsmith. Or locksmith. Alright. So we're done with that.
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke of.
Okay, so for no reason,
Indolence breeds madness.
I'm going to go ahead and have them re-equip their weapons.
to do?
Looking ahead. You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Easy. She's with me. Come. Jahira!
This is tense. Hey, hey, what the hell? I save your Harpers and this is the thanks I get? Just this once. I wish people would simply say hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Alright, easy, easy. Could you at least explain to me why you're doing this?
Absolutely. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
Look to the Harpers you saved.
Stop! What's you doing? She's the one who saved us!
She's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved 2 of my friends. One from a harpy and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I'd pretty much trust her with my life.
A true soul with a mind of her own? How is that possible?
Well, thank you. It's because of this.
What in the hells is that thing?
Well, here's the lowdown.
Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here?
Simple. I'm here to destroy the Absolute in its lair. I'm bound for Moonrise.
Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Alright. Before we do that, we're going to buy some stuff. Then we're going to switch out Lazella for Karlak so she can get her upgrade. And then we'll do some other things.
Good to see a friendly face.
Waypoint.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Anything I can take off your hands that don't cost myself?
Cheeky. But, since you're asking,
Supply pack. Ah, thank you.
if you're all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me.
Let's see the wares. Okay, let's sell ours. Okay, incandescent staff gives us a free cast of fireball. We're taking it. Shield of devotion. That'll go to Shadowheart. Cloak of protection. The Yuan T scale nail. 15 AC. Exotic material. Add your full dex modifier to your armor class. Additionally, this armor does not impose disadvantage on stealth ability checks. Ambusher. Gain a +1 bonus to initiative rolls. Normally, I'm the one that wears this. But since I'm a sorcerer and a warlock, I'm not proficient with medium armor. So this is going to Asterion. A mighty cloth. Might take this one for Karlak. Obsidian laced robe. Flaming Revenge. On a successful saving throw, deal against a foe spell, deal 8 to 11 fire damage to them. Sounds good, but let's see here. Cinder Snap Gloves just gives me protection from missiles. Eh. The Gloves of the Balanced Hands. 2-weapon fighting. I don't need this, but someone later on will need it. Hamlet Harpers, give shield. Eh. Obviously we'll take the food. Short sword, defender great axe, javelin. This is just bark skin. Forest Aegis. You missed effective bark skin. Okay. Unarmed stuff. Alright, we'll get arrows for Asterion. That. Alright, let's go ahead and start selling some stuff we don't need. That. Okay, I think we're good.
Take care now.
Oh, I'm encumbered. Okay.
Watching us.
Let's see here.
This place gives me the creeps.
Seen alleyways in plenty worse.
Send to Asterion.
Sight narrows at night. 2 steps in, and you're likely to become some
Send to Shadowheart.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Send to
Yeah.
Gale.
There's more where that came from.
Wish we had stone or steel.
I wish we had a bloody army. Get it.
Equip
How's the
that.
coming along? Walking.
It ain't pretty,
Not as long
but
as
it
we
can take
put
up
up a fight, we're not. It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
Alright. Starion. Here, it's your
Can't
Shadow
afford to
Heart.
stay idle.
Use the Shield of Faith, or Devotion, or whatever you want to call it.
Careful, I might.
There we go.
God's blood, this is heavy. I wish we'd gear
My
up.
faith protects me.
All this
No time to rest.
making me unseen.
Doo-doo.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean.
Sorry for your loss.
If you hadn't been there, sorry, I don't think I can talk right now.
Oh, well, I tried to give him a shield or the sword.
Poor Jonas. Kid was as green as they come.
Oh, well, we'll talk later. But just to make sure I don't end up selling the sword. Send to camp. Speaking of camp, let's head there. Pick up Karlak and Gale.
Soldier?
Got some infernal metal. What should we do with it?
Yes! We need to go find Damon. I'm going to get a hug soon.
Come on, we're heading out.
Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
Lay that.
Let's hop.
Oh, and by the way, let's see here. Your strength is a 19. We'll do that. AC actually went up. And strength... Oh, that's the graceful cloth. Never mind. I want them, you to have the mighty cloth. Send to Karlak. Okay, strength is up, and armor class is also up. Well, it's back to 15, but that's okay. Okie dokie.
What's next? All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
How can I help?
Let's see here. Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
I'll be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
You can take Shadowheart's place.
Back in the thick of things.
Alright.
That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
You know her?
Not personally. I mean, I wish. She's an absolute legend. Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Just about. You shouldn't hang around
Well,
too
this is
long.
gonna be the best day of your life then, Karlak, because not only are you gonna get your upgrade, but you'll be able to talk to Jaheira yourself. There's Damon.
Looks like that odd up.
Karlak, I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
Well, what do you want to hear first, Karlak?
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
Oh, let Damon speak. This sounds important.
Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlak, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Alright. Give him the iron. Let's make this happen.
Well. Alright. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Oh.
Only one way to find out.
Come here.
Thank you.
Oh, that's adorable.
I can't believe it. Thank you, Danon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
Well, that's
the
not
minute
good.
I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Well, we'll have to make the inevitable evitable then.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right? Glad you and Carla.
A makeshift harper's. And if you find any interesting
So
materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
So we've got beast slaying, monstrosity slaying, charge-bound warhammer, 1d10, bludgeoning. Hammer's magical powers only function if it's bound to an eldritch knight or a warlock's pact weapon. Darkfire short bow. Thorn blade. Thermodynamic X. Sword of life stealing. Let's get that one. Bow. Cap of curing. I don't think we have a bard, so let's. Swordmaster gloves. You gain proficiency with short swords, long swords, and great swords. In addition, you gain a +1 bonus to melee attack rolls. Well, we'll keep that.
I'll be here if you need anything.
This is the best day. The best day!
I'm worried about what Damon said about your engine. We need you to get. We need to get you back to Avernus, or it's gonna blow.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
But I want you to live.
I want to live too, but not under any circumstances. I have the power to choose now, and I'm going to make that choice myself. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that, please.
Alright, Karlak, alright. I'll leave it alone. For now.
Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Yeah, let's talk to the cow.
No. Still incapable.
I remember you from the Druid's Grove. Are you ready to reveal your secrets yet?
Not for you to know.
Aw, come on now. You've piqued my curiosity. Yeah, okay. Dragon Flame Red. Let's be friends.
Well, come close. Your mind to mine.
Alright. What the fuck?
satisfied?
I'm just gonna say yes, thank you, because I don't want to piss this thing off anymore.
You're so very welcome. Now, you must have better things to do than hang around in a stable, surely.
Right you are. Goodbye.
Toodaloo.
That was creepy as fuck. What did we end up getting? Oh yeah. Astarion. Let's give that to Astarion. I'll send that to camp for now.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Alright, let's see here. King of the Underknife Mountain. Let's do that.
Never a dull moment.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Heh.
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
Kid really looks up to you. That's nice to see.
It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Premium... Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
Got any stock for an extra special customer like me?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone. But I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
If it was worth any coin, do you think Mole would have given it to you?
I mean, maybe.
With all the other fabulous things you found in this inn, why hold on to a dusty old key?
I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather.
Thanks. Hey!
Last night's best bargain. What can I get you?
Let me see what you got. Evasive shoes. We definitely want that. And we want the cloak of cunning broom. Necrotic resistance. That. I'll take the acid here. Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Don't wander far. We need to talk.
I'm first. We need to pay tribute to His Majesty.
Hiss! I say hiss!
Easy, kitty. I mean you no harm.
And yet you harm me by your very presence. This is my territory, and you're in it.
My intentions are pure. I only wanted to admire you up close.
I'll allow it.
Quietly admire the cat.
You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Hiss!
You seem like someone who knows what he's about. Heard anything interesting around here?
Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
Alright, let's talk Barkus.
Ah, you found your way. Good.
I did, though with a few hiccups along the way.
Nasty place, isn't it? My torch only just held out long enough for me to find my way here.
What's that you're making?
A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
How do the Deep Gnomes get trapped in the towers?
They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. Taken against their will by those cultists. If I ever get my hands on one of them... well... with you on the job, perhaps I won't have to find out. I'll do my part, according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
Alright, anything I can do to help?
Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No. But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
Alright.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief.
Really?
Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Uh-huh.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
Gale's right. Put pressure on him. Attack the pieces in front of his Cyric.
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
Go ahead.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played.
Well, there's plenty about me you have no idea about.
Don't I? Indeed. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. My
Devil.
old, well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
What are you talking about, Asterion? What scars?
You haven't told them? And you've kept your clothes on this whole time. How unlike you. Why not let them see? Don't be shy.
Hey, where'd this go? That costs money.
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Well, now you know.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? I could have helped.
Perhaps I should have. I'm not exactly used to asking for help and being met with, well, help. But what's done is done, so how about we stop talking about it and just get on with things? Although I should probably get dressed first.
Probably.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Sorceress, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
It is old, but Death Trap is a bit much.
Glad you've kept your humor. The others could use it. What's left of us. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
You did it right. You don't want to be prisoner of the Absolute.
Prison's the best I can hope for the ones we left behind. Zevlor seemed to think the cult wanted us alive. I almost hope he never found out why.
You're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
I heard what happened, that people were taken to Moonrise.
I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
Sorry.
It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the Grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here.
Roland, the apprentice wizard?
Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists.
Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
Just take it one step at a time.
You make it sound so easy. But I'll try. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
Don't worry, I'll find him.
Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful out there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
You got it.
Can't say I have.
Camaraderie.
If I wanted water, I would bloody ask for it.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
Our kind have enough trouble with devils. You should stay away from this one.
If our kind looked out for one another, we wouldn't need to deal with devils.
What exactly did he offer you?
Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am.
Raphael's dangerous, Mole. What did he really offer you? Ugh. How many potato chips do I got? I got 4. Let's do that. That's better.
What I said! That he'd get me and my gang safely to Baldur's Gate.
Uh-huh.
And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild.
And what happens to the current head of the guild?
I dunno, devil stuff? What matters is I can keep my kids safe. Everyone else has let them down. But I won't. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
Hand me the bottle, it's not hard.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind.
Yep.
Then again, Mole's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out.
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, she can look after herself.
Hope you're right. I'll keep an eye on her anyway. Doesn't hurt to have a beefy auntie on your side, right?
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Fira told me you're the reason her and the kids escaped.
Cute. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous, heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened.
You're right. All three had been dead before he got to Baldur's Gate. Do you know where they are?
Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken.
If they're alive, I'll rescue them.
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Not in your current state of mind, you're not.
More activity among the cultists, Mom.
Alright, let's talk with Jaheira, and then it'll probably be time for us to call it a strand.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
You'll have to pardon my friend Karlak. She's very excited to meet you.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Karlak.
Smell the wine first.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
I'm not always in control of my magic. Who knows what'll happen if I drink this?
You will be refreshed, and I will be reassured.
Okay.
Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
I see now why you spiked my wine.
Just answer the question.
Alright, let's check this out. DC 6 plus 12. We could lie, but I have a feeling she'll find out eventually. So, better just tell her the truth. Yes, the parasite's given me powers I never had before. It's changed me for the better.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
What happened to me being the godsend you've been praying for?
That was a public display of hope, despite private reservations. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
If he's back, perhaps you should have hit him harder in the first place?
Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself. only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
What do you have in mind?
Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Alright, Ketheric days are numbered. I'll make sure of it.
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and head to camp. Switch out some people. Yeah. Let's see here. Switch out Gale for Shadowheart.
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
Ketheric Thorm, what do you think of him?
Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie. A bit crowded, don't you think? You'll need to swap out someone if you want me.
Gale.
Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out.
Alright, well, what do you want?
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul.
Yeah. Tried to warn her, but she wouldn't listen.
She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Mole's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away.
For her sake, I hope you're right.
You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Mole would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead, do a long rest, and call the stream for tonight. Oh boy, here we go.
Playtime's over, pet.
Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out.
And this is our problem how exactly?
Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Alright, we'll rescue your asset. On one condition.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Trust me.
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Mizora will rescue this asset if you release Will from his pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
What I want is for an option to say, well, you're astral projecting this time when the last time you came here in person. So, what's up? Let's see here. That, history. 14. It's all 14, so we'll go with intimidation. We could always let the cult infect the asset. I bet they make a loyal thrall. For no reason whatsoever. Quick save. Don't need a quick save.
Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation.
You've heard of this provision, better known as the You First clause.
Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Well, that was a thing.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path.
Really?
You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition.
I'm listening.
I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands? And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the Worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield.
Until we transform into mind flayers, you mean?
That's just the thing. If we control the parasites, then we can order them not to change us. All the power, with none of the tentacles. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil.
No, absolutely not.
So much for thinking you had ambition. Still, we're not there yet. Maybe you'll see the light. Yet.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
I thought you were supposed to hunt devils. Doesn't this violate your contract?
The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the Blood War.
It's not gonna happen. You mean too much to the Sword Coast.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mazora scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss. Trust me on that.
Alright, and then we gotta talk to Karlak. And then we can rest.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mazora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
If we don't help, Mazor will turn Will into a lemure. Could you live with that?
Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a lemure than him. But it's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win. Not ever.
Alright. Go to bed. Oh. Okay. I think we're having a dream conversation. Once it loads. Come on.
The voice of
There
the
we go.
Absolute is strong here. And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing. Saving those people in the grove.
It wasn't even a choice. They needed my help.
Not everyone would have helped.
The hurt runs deeper than he's willing to show you.
What is it?
The voice of the Absolute. Stronger this time.
Beneath the resilient veneer, a touch of fragility. He needs comfort.
You look terrible. Do you need a hug?
It's been a very long time since someone did that. For me.
Just looked like you needed it.
Of course. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
Well, so you keep on saying, why should I believe you?
I'm not going to argue with you, but pray you never find out. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But where all it stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Okay, is the rest over? Did I get control again? Excuse me. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save the game here. Tomorrow will be Project Wingman, the American plane run. Friday, Mass Effect Andromeda, and we continue kicking the cat out of EOS. Saturday, I'm hoping to finish up Halo 2. Then Sunday, for Arella's story, we will head back to Last Light, talk with Isabel, and deal with the aftermath for that. And then join the ambush to get the Moon Lantern. Next week, things might be a little difficult to predict as how my schedule's going to be, because Mama Raz has said that she's going to be ready to start coming back to do home improvement stuff. So I won't be streaming if she's here. But I will keep you guys in the loop. Hopefully Monday will be more Final Fantasy X with Operation Mihen. And hopefully next week, Wednesday evening, the Floof crew will be able to join me as we do the Gauntlet of Shar in Baldur's Gate. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun.